strong.
Hey guys, so today in this video we're going to be learning about how to make your first personalized HTML page in Django Framework. So yes, I said that I'm going to be making like another video from my first Django series for some time now, and I wasn't able to do it. And the reason for that was because I'm starting to stream me making a live Django site on YouTube. Like, I do it almost every single day. I may not do it for 1 or 2 to 3 days, but mostly every single day around 1 to 3. I'll usually stream for around an hour or so. So just if you guys want to say hi or stop by and or like learn a few things from my live streams, just stay online like after my videos post. Just be active for like a bit, and then I'll probably start live streaming. And my videos in the description, they'll probably say if I'm going to be live streaming or not, so check that out if you guys want to know. And you guys also have noticed I got a new intro. So I've been looking for a few sites that was able to make a good intro for me, and this one actually was really nice. So I'm going to be using this intro from now on until if I want to make a future intro. So yeah, now let's begin. So first things first, we have to create an app. And to create an app, what we have to do is that we have to write a command. And the reason why we want to create an app is so that in that app we can pull our templates and everything. And that way, if we want to ever call the app from somewhere else, you can just call that file. And that way, it's basically a way for you to like put it into any of your projects. So the command is python manage.py start app, and then the name of the app. It should be on the screen right now. So I'm gonna name this app Zeus Tech App, just for like an example. I don't know what else to call it. And then we're gonna click enter, and we're just gonna let it load. So it's gonna take a bit. It's creating a whole entire app and everything. And now it's done, and we're just gonna wait here for some time. And yeah, you see here we have our app, and you see in our app here we have migrations, then we have admin, apps, models, tests, and views. So first things first is that we want to migrate. What migrating is that if you want to be able to if you want to be able to how do I say it? If you want to be able to like actually like run the site and all, have everything updated and everything, you have to migrate. Migrate basically like run hardwire updates. So the command is python manage.py, and then it's migrate, and we're gonna click enter, and you're gonna see here it's gonna start to show up a bunch of stuff, and it's gonna load. Yep, apply all migrations, and then run. Okay, so now we have gotten all our migrations made. Now, and for you guys, it'll probably like show a bunch of different things pop up. For me, I already ran migrations before, just making sure that this project wasn't bugged or anything. But yeah, it'll show up and everything will be good. So now that we've ran migrations, what we have to do next is that we have to go to settings. Now that we've registered this app, what we have to do is that we have to go scroll down a bit, and we have to add it to installed apps. So what we're gonna do is that we're going to create a new line here, and this is just to register the app. Okay, so we're gonna add quotations, comma, and then what we're gonna write down is that the name of our app, which is Zeus Tech App, and then we're gonna add dot apps, and then we're gonna go to this file apps, and we're gonna copy this, and then here we're gonna paste it, dot, and then that. Okay, then Control S, and now we have registered our app. Now that we've registered our app, we want to scroll down even more, and then what we're gonna do here is that we're going to be creating we're going to be loading up a media URL and media root, and that way we can like load up images and everything like that. So we're going to type down media and all caps. And then we want to type down URL. And then equals, double quotes. And then slash media slash. And then we're going to write down in all caps media root. And then that equals os dot path dot join base directory and media. And so I'm not going to explain what this means. It probably looks pretty confusing. Well, what this will do is that it'll make us able to load up images and stuff like that. And then if we want to click and open up a new page, this will just load up a path for it. So you should always do that if you're making a new page. Okay. And then to add on to that, we'll have to go to URLs. And then here, we gotta open this up. And then we gotta add plus static. Before we do that, sorry, forgot something. We have to import include. And then from Django.config dot URLs dot static import static, and then from Django.config import settings, and then here we're going to do plus static, and then we're going to add settings dot media underscore URL. So yeah, we got a media URL from settings, and then document root, let me start space, equals settings dot media root. And now we added this to URL patterns, so that way we're gonna be able to, we're gonna be able to actually open up the URLs and won't cause errors. So now that we've gotten that set up, what we have to do next is that we have to make a URLs for the app. That's one of the most important things we have to do. So first, what we're gonna do is that we're going to right click Zeus Tech app, and then we're going to click new and directory, and we're gonna name this static. And inside of static, what we're gonna put down is another directory, and that directory is going to be named, sorry, I repeated myself, Zeus Tech app. I'm sorry, templates, my bad. And inside of templates, we're going to be making another directory, Zeus Tech app. Okay. Now we've gotten all this down. Yeah, it was probably kind of confusing, guys. So now that we've gotten all this, what we can do is that we can create a new HTML file, and we can name this homepage, for example. And then we can make this title homepage, and then we can just put in h1. This is homepage. And if you guys are confused about HTML and all, it's actually pretty simple. It's just it's basically a bunch of tags, and each tag does different things and all. So h1 is header 1, it's the biggest header. So yeah, now that we've gotten this homepage, let's do something and create a URLs file. So let's go here, new Python file, URLs. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to go to Zeus Tech project, and we're going to copy all this, paste it. We're going to remove this and this, and then here we're also going to remove this And guys, before we continue on, I just want to give a quick update. So, you guys have probably noticed that we talked about a lot more things than just how to set up a HTML page. And well, the reason for that is because before we did that, we have to do so many things like setting up the app. So, you guys will see in the title that the actual name of the video is not what I said at the beginning. It's actually how to set up your app, Django app, and start your first single HTML page or something like that. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. But now here we have our URLs, and what we want to do is that we want to import from dot, and dot just means the current directory. Import, and then we're going to import views. And I'll explain why we have to do that in a second. So let's just open up views. And this is views. And it says create your views here. And what this is that, so views is basically the way for the HTML page to be shown, like for it to be rendered. And you see here that we're importing render. So what we have to do that here is that we have to put in a bunch of functions. A function per page. So if you want to create a page, you're gonna have to have a view, which means you're gonna have to have a function. So let's create a function, and then we're gonna write down home page, because that's the name of this page, and then the parameters is gonna be request. And the reason for this is because for us to be able to actually use this function, we have to call it, and then the parameters request, and then the request is going to be the URL. Okay, so like the URL is going to be in the request, and then stuff like that. So then here we're going to type down return. So once this function is run from URLs, and I'll show that to you guys in a second, and we're going to render request. See, that's where we're going to use that. And then we're going to write down the template. So template, we're going to have to start off by writing down Zeus Tech App, as it's going to look in the templates file that's in static. And we're going to write down Zeus Tech App / and then the template homepage.html. Okay, so now that we've gotten this view set up, we're going to click Ctrl S, and we're going to go back to URLs. And here we're going to write down path, and then we're going to make it's a function, and then here we're going to specify the path. But since this is home page, it doesn't use a path, so we're going to leave that as nothing. And then we're going to do comma, and we're going to put in views dot homepage, and we're going to remove the function. Okay, so this is our path. And now let's save it and go back to the other URLs. And the reason why we are here right now is because we have to actually, like, you know, we have to render that, okay, this path is a thing. This URL from this app is a thing. So we're gonna have to write down this command. So before we put in the command, we're gonna have to actually put path before this, and the reason for that is that this should come ahead of the admin path, and we're gonna put down nothing here, and then comma, and we're gonna write down include, and we're gonna write down the app name Zeus Tech App dot URLs. Okay, and what this will do is that it's going to include all the URLs that is inside of this. Okay, so now let's just go back for a second and Control S. And then, now that we've done that, we're going to run the server and see if this works. So we're going to do Python manage.py run server. And then we're going to be opening up Google once this loads, okay? So we're just going to wait for a bit. And you see here it has loaded. Okay, so now that we have loaded this up, what we're gonna do is that first we're going to fix a small error that happened. I'm not sure. I think I may have right-clicked in the wrong area. So actually, the templates should not be inside of static. I moved it myself right before, like my recording software just crashed. But before, you guys, this template was inside of static. Okay, so what you want to do is that, like, let me just show you guys. This was inside of static. Okay, so what you guys want to do is that you guys want to drag it out of static and put it into Tech App. Okay, and that way templates is outside of static. It shouldn't be there. Okay, so now that we have gotten all of this set up, Control S, I'm gonna click this URL, and it creates a new page. And you see here, this is home page, and this is random S. Let's go back to stack for a second. Remove this, and this, and we can write down hello world. Control S. Hello world. So we have created our HTML page here. So yeah, that's gonna be my video for today, guys. I know this was a pretty long video, but for me to explain everything, I would have just like to be able to explain everything and like make sure you guys understand it. The video would have to been long and everything. But yeah. So if you enjoyed the video, a sub to the channel would be amazing, and comment down below if this helped you or if you have any questions, as I'll be glad to answer. And remember, guys, check out my live streams. I'll be live streaming almost every single day, and I'll be putting it in the description how I'll be live streaming the day that this comes out. So yeah, with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.